it's stuff that one dreams of as a filmmaker, that one day you'll get 4-star reviews and standing ovations and people crying in theaters. But it's happening. I mean, literally, most of the reviews started with, "Oh, we had a worry," and the worry died out within the first 10 minutes of the film.
Yeah. This particular thing might face some challenges or backlash or anything in the
Look
earlier
at me.
stages.
Do you think I look like a person with any inhibitions?
No.
So, she should be getting a national award for this. But bottom line is this, that Yami didn't do this film for a national award. So the fun part about Family Man Season 2 was that I started writing Family Man Season 2 and we started shooting Season 2 before Season 1 even released. If I can foresee Shrikant Tiwari's journey, I think he's in a shit ton of trouble this season.
Yes.
And I'm sure he'll get out of it.
Yes.
Alia Bhatt, she should just do more films, maybe 20 a year. Hi, I'm Suparn Verma and thank you for watching me on India Forums.
Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss another update from India Forums.
Hello everyone, this is Divya and today I'm in conversation with Suparn. आप सबने हक देख के सोचा तो होगा who is the man behind this wonderful story? Well, he's here.
Hi.
Welcome to India Forums.
Thank you.
So, firstly, I want to start with, there's always this debate, men writing female, female writing women, everything. But when you direct a woman so strong like Shazia, जो character है, and वो जिस तरह से आया है, there are so many women out there जो उनसे inspire हुए हैं. What went into that and how did you come up with the whole journey?
See, I don't think whether it's writing a woman or directing a woman, you need to be one. I mean, it is genderless. As an artist, your job is to be true to the character. And my writer, Reshunath, she crafted Shazia and gave it life on paper along with Abbas. She didn't need to be a man to write Abbas for that matter, right? And I think this whole debate of trying to confine artists to be a certain way and only make films if you are of whether it's gender, whether it's type, I think that's wrong. That's confining art per se. As an artist, you should be limitless. You should be able to explore everything and anything. Coming to how I found the core of Shazia, I think I was raised by a very, very strong, independent woman. And I'm a single parent child. I lost my father very, very early, right? So I have seen strength from my own eyes at very close quarters. And for me, I kind of saw Shazia through that lens of a child seeing his mother. And here was Shazia trying to kind of get alimony to raise her 3 children.
True.
So for me, it didn't take much effort to find Shazia's heart. It was very, very personal for me. But when you also have a great performer like Yami Gautam, things get easier.
Of course.
Because her eyes are doing a lot of talking and she's opened up a heart to play the part.
Yes. Also, did you think anything about the reception, because it's tremendous, and honestly this wasn't the case in the beginning क्योंकि इतना marketing नहीं था, and there were a section of people who didn't know कि a movie like this is coming, what is it about and everything. But the word of mouth really spread fast, and the reception, even we all were shocked at how well it's going, and the movie turned out to be a phenomenal thing. So were you expecting it, or how was it for you?
So it took a slow start in the morning. By evening, the word of mouth spread. It started picking up. By Saturday, it had doubled. It had like jumped 100% almost. And Sunday again, it jumped. And what's been really heartening is worldwide, whether it's UAE, US, our overseas figures have started coming in. They are really, really good. We've had a really good weekend. And purely word of mouth has, I think, the love of audiences. The audiences saw the film and their love was so true, where you've had standing ovations, people crying in every single screening, and that's a very honest reaction to the film. And that translated. That, I mean, that's not word of mouth that you can kind of manufacture or market or any tool in the business can create. That is, because the film belongs to the audience, right? End of the day, they have to carry it. And now, from day one, literally, the audiences have started carrying the film in a way that it belongs to them. And the response has been across sections, across states, whether it's Bangalore or Chennai or Hyderabad, not just Bombay, Delhi or Bhopal for that matter. The response is really, really something. It's been very, very humbling, and it's stuff that one dreams of as a filmmaker, that, one day you'll get 4-star reviews and standing ovations and people crying in theaters. But it's happening, and it's it's a sight to watch.
Lovely. You know, as a filmmaker, you always have to deal with preconceived notions, and especially when you have a subject like this, which is a little bit politically charged and everything. So when you are sitting, with the whole vision that this is how you want to direct it, many things come into play. That there's a certain community you need to show. You don't need to fall in the tropes of it. You also have to balance the commercial and entertainment aspect of it. You also have to show the truth. So how did you balance all these?
See, when you make a film, come from a place of fearlessness where you're being true and honest
Yeah.
to your story. And if you're honest and you have no agenda,
Right.
then you know for a fact that end of the day, whatever preconceived notions people have about the film before release, the day the film comes out, it's all going to be over immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, most of the reviews started with, oh, we had a worry. And the worry died out within the first 10 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
A lot of audiences actually smelled the film before release. I had people talking about how balanced that teaser and trailer were.
Yeah.
And that it didn't give any indication or an iota of, any kind of bias or agenda in the
True.
film. For me, Haq is a story of women's right to dignity.
Yeah.
And that's something you maintain from day one when you're writing the script, when you're making it, putting it together, or marketing it. It's about two people in a marriage where both have different point of views about certain things because they come from a time and era where certain things were normalized for them.
Yeah.
And a woman who dared to kind of fight what was normalized, saying that this is not right, I don't accept this.
True.
And they fight it to the very end. And that's what the whole story is about. When it comes to faith, I have the highest of respect of all faiths. And I believe faith is a very personal thing.
Yeah.
All texts say the same thing. And all texts equalize all genders, all human beings, rich, poor, in the same level ground, right? There is no one who's bigger than the Almighty. But when you have interpreters coming in any faith, they come in with their own sense of stakes and try to kind of, give it a different spin. Sometimes, and sometimes they don't. Banda tackled the same
Yes.
idea. Here also we came approached with the same respect and the same theme. And that's resonated with the audiences across. Because end of the day, Shazia and Abbas could be Sunita and Amit or Sandra and Albert.
True.
The story is universal. There is no difference to it.
But then were there any inhibitions for you that this particular thing might face some challenges or backlash or anything in the
Look
earlier
at me.
stages?
Do you think I look like a person with any inhibitions?
No.
So,
Lovely. Also, I want to know that there has been a trend all over after the film released, of course, especially on Twitter, that Yami Gautam should be given a national award for this. What do you have to say about that?
she should be given a national award for this. But bottom line is this, that Yami didn't do this film for a national award.
Of
Yami
course.
did this film because she believed in Shazia Bano, she believed in Haq.
No.
And she has been one of its biggest champion, the other being Imran Hashmi, who's gone all out,
No.
right? During the making of the film and post the making of the film. I don't think we as makers or creators think of what the result will be beyond the fact that we want audiences to love and accept our work. And touch wood, here the acceptance and appreciation has been something that dreams are made of. And anything that happens beyond this is just a gift from the universe.
Lovely. Also, I want to talk about the camera work, especially. It was amazing, and there was a point, of course, the center point of the film when the whole talak scene comes, and the camera is all shaky, and then we almost feel that she'll faint now because that's what the camera shows, and then cut to she's back to her battle. So, was all this planned, or there was a lot of trial and error doing?
So, no, there was no trial and error. We shot the whole film in 32 days. Pratham and I kind of worked and sat on every single scene and planned it out prior to shooting, whether it was the color palettes, the use of light, the use of lack of light when she's going through a dark phase and the light coming back in her life. We discussed lensing because the talak scene was a very important scene where you need to be in her headspace. So we used a special lens when you go front and center. Initially the scene is only shot profile. We only go center to the protagonist when the talak actually starts, and we see Yami in a very different lens because you're in a headspace. And the sound design changes accordingly. It reverberates differently. You're kind of the use of music and sound design is done in a very, very different space because I needed your heart to be pounding and
Yeah.
almost being squeezed and being in the center of that piece. So we designed all these things prior. Everything was discussed, and Pratham is literally, such a great collaborator where we had this unified vision about seeing Huck in a certain way,
Yeah,
and he stepped up, and he and his team has done a stellar job.
of course. And of course, while we're talking about the leads and everything, but the whole thing with Shivaji, Vartika, both of them also, they were also the characters that resonated with many. While Vartika's character was in bit of the grey area and everything, but how it came out for her and the whole change of things. So how was that done? And it actually made sense a lot more.
See, my thing is this, that it's easy to cast the other woman as negative and evil.
Yeah.
But fact is this, she also married him out of love. And also as a woman, she would have had a point of view when this fight between her husband and his first wife is going on. Initially, she was peaceful until her ego was hurt.
Yeah.
So she lashed out and hurt, Yami in return. And then Yami went on a fight with her husband because her ego was hurt and she was fighting for self-respect. And then both the women have a discussion of who did what and why. And that scene was very important. And later on, she kind of, without making a sound,
Help.
did her bit. Because
Yeah.
fact is this, sometimes, truth is so loud, it can be heard in silence as well. And that's the way we treated the film in terms of the way we shot it, the way it was acted, and it played out.
Yeah.
I think the truth plays out in silence in the film.
And of course, Huck is, the center of everything. Because you're sitting here, I wouldn't miss a chance to talk about Family Man as well. Season 3 is coming. Have you watched the trailer?
I have loved the trailer. I cannot, wait to see what Raj and DK and the team have
Yeah.
kind of created. I think the Tiwari family is in for a lot of trouble this season as well. And Shrikant and JK are going to have a lot of fun.
Lovely.
And with additions of Jaideep and Nimrat, I think it's going to be quite a visceral season.
Yeah. And because you also had given that responsibility after first season doing the second one. There were a lot of expectations, responsibility, because the season 1 was a bang on. So when a director picks up any season, what is the responsibility, what goes into his mind, because he has to cater to a certain audience who already have their expectations.
So the fun part about Family Man season 2 was that I started writing Family Man season 2 and we started shooting season 2 before season 1 even released. We had finished the entire Chennai schedule when season 1 came out and blew up.
Yes.
We were into the Shrikant Tiwari's house sequences by the time, season 1 blew up.
Yeah.
So the fear and worry or the weight of season 1 was hardly felt because we were in the middle of our shoot.
Right.
And had it been different, I don't know. Had it released earlier and we started writing and shooting later, we might have done things differently. I don't know.
Yeah.
But in a way, it was a blessing that we came with no baggage.
Yeah.
They were editing, in fact, season 1 while we were writing season 2.
Right.
And then we were shooting season 2 and then season 1 came out. And so, yeah, it was actually it was one of the best experiences of my life, working with Raj and DK and, co-writing and directing with them.
So if you could, foresee or predict Shrikant's journey right now, what will you add? What will be that one element?
If I can foresee Shrikant Tiwari's journey, I think he's in a shit ton of trouble this season.
Yes.
And I'm sure he'll get out of it.
Yes. Lovely. I'll jump to a quick segment with you now. So it's called Spot the Star. I'll give you some prompts. You'll have to put an actor's name into that, which you feel is suitable. Firstly, an action hero who doesn't know it yet.
Ahan Pandey.
Okay. A comic genius wanting to be unleashed.
Ranbir Kapoor.
Yeah. Oh, it would be great to see him doing that. A romantic lead who deserves a grand comeback.
Deserves a grand comeback as a romantic lead or just deserves a comeback?
As a romantic lead.
As a romantic lead,
Yes.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Oh my god. People would die seeing that. A villain in disguise.
Ajay Devgan. He'll be killer because he can do anything.
Yeah. A director's dream who isn't cast enough.
Alia Bhatt, she should just do more films, maybe 20 a year.
A future OTT beast.
Yami Gautam, I would love for her to do a series.
Yeah.
Just imagine if in one film she can do so much, in 8 episodes, a whole season,
True.
she would eat the whole world alive.
A serious actor who'd kill in comedy.
Yami Gautam.
She would. A newcomer everyone should be scared of.
Ahan Pandey.
And this is the last one. A legacy actor who will reinvent themselves soon.
Ranbir Kapoor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank
much.
you.